Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Cross here, back with another video today. And I know today, like, the whole multiplayer reveal thing's going on, and I would record a video on it, but, like, honestly, everybody else is. So, I mean, I'll get on and see what's going on with it, and I'll probably record just in case, it's something crazy or something. So, I don't know. If you get a video up later about it, that's why. I just don't know if I'm going to record it or not. It just depends, what goes on in that event. I'm not really too sure how this one's going to go down. I'm not sure if it's like the last one and it's interactive. I haven't really heard much about it, so I'll get on and see what the whole reveal thing's about, and then if it's anything crazy, I guess I could upload it. It just depends if it records right or not, so we'll just see on that. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today, at least, unless obviously I put up the video. But I am going to just kind of talk about, I don't know, something that I was thinking about, because like there was a snake in my house yesterday. I have no clue how it got in here. It was not like a big boy or anything. It was like a little one, just like a little small, it looked like a shoestring, really, like a little bit bigger than a shoestring, and that's what I thought it was, because my cat fucked it up. Like, it was like fucking slinging it around like nothing, and I thought it was like a shoestring or something. So I was like, I was just playing with it, and I don't know where it came from. I don't really know what it is. So I was walking by and I just kind of kicked it because I was like, hey, go get it, whatever. And the motherfucker started slipping and sliding all over the place. And I was like, oh shit, it's a snake. So I dipped, because I don't mess around with snakes unless I know that they're like, I don't mind snakes, but like whenever you kick a snake and you don't know it's a snake and it starts moving, that shit trips you out, because you're like, holy shit, that's a weird ass shoelace that moved around. So, I mean, I just, obviously, I got the hell out of the way. I got out of there because I didn't want to be fucking around with a demonic shoelace. So, I, got it back. I got the hell out of the way. And then I walked up a little bit closer to it. Could identify it was a snake. Could identify it wasn't like, a rattlesnake or, any sort of dangerous snake. Obviously, it's easy to tell. You get to see the eyes. You can usually tell by the eyes if they're diamond shaped, it's poisonous. And the shape of the head really gives away a lot too, because there's only a few poisonous snakes in like my vicinity. So I identified that it wasn't a copperhead or a rattlesnake, and I moved on with my day. But I had to get it and throw it out, and I mean, it was fucked up pretty bad. Like, the cat wasn't playing no games. I don't know if it pulled up on the cat or what, but the cat was like, it fucked it up like bad. Like, that thing was not in good shape. But I threw it out, and then I just started thinking about like all these reptilian facts I knew, because I took a picture of it and I was like identifying, make sure it wasn't like any sort of weird snake that got in my house, you know what I mean? And it was just, a common, brown snake that's native to the area and native to most urban areas, really. And I just, kind of identified it because I'm not really scared of snakes. I obviously respect the black snake because they keep away the poisonous snakes. And I, after that I identified it, I had started remembering all these reptilian facts that I knew. And I was like thinking about it, and just, I don't know, I went to like a deep thought of the evolution of like reptiles, because if you look at an alligator, that thing is almost a perfect apex predator. Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't have like my resources for this because I think I learned this in like elementary school, but reptile, or not a reptile, but an alligator has like 7 or 6 hearts, and it can cut off circulation to like any of its limbs at any time, and it doesn't die of old age. I'm pretty sure it just dies usually of starvation, or like someone killing it or something killing it. And it doesn't usually die too often to something killing it, unless it's a person. But yeah, that's pretty much all they die from. And I'd say most of them that actually grow to be really big, they usually die of starvation, like I said. And that's like in the wild, if you're an animal, that's a Giga Chad move. That means that you ate so much shit that you could no longer find anything to eat. That's like a Giga Chad move. Now, in humans, that's just sad. I mean, you feel bad for them, people, but like in the animal kingdom, that's a completely different thing. It just means that like they pretty much ate everything in the vicinity, and that they have nothing left to eat. And that's how most of them die, I'm pretty sure, at least. And that's like such a Giga Chad move. Like I said, like you don't do that as any other animal, unless you're like a whale, probably some other animals. Most other animals that will die of old age, but that's just crazy. Like, you think about it, and you think of other animals. You know, if I saw a alligator out in the wild, I really wouldn't be that scared of it. You know, I would just walk away. Like, obviously, you know, you're not supposed to run from them or anything, but I'd just walk away and mind my own business because I just know not to fuck with it. But that's the thing of, like, you look at something like a moose, and you're instantly like, it's just a moose. If you ever seen a moose in real life, those things are big as hell. They could throw you halfway across Canada with their antlers. And you don't fuck with a moose because a moose is stupid. That's the most dangerous thing about an animal is a stupid animal, because you could walk by a moose every day and feed him 4 days out of the week, and then on the 5th day he just randomly decides to kill you for no reason, or he just goes crazy. Mooses are just unpredictable, and that's what makes them very dangerous because they're gigantic. And you like, that has nothing to do with evolution properties. I don't know why a moose is so fucking big, but like, you look at bears, and you're like, there's literally nothing you can do. How do we as humans survive past bears? Because they can run, climb, swim, everything better than us. And there's nothing we can do to stop them. Like, how do we live in climates where there were bears? Obviously, black bears, you can, just kind of scare them off. They're usually not very aggressive unless they're with cubs. So, how do we survive grizzly bears, though? Like, if a grizzly bear wanted to eat you, it wouldn't have much trouble. And there's nothing you could really do to stop it. I guess, like, the main thing that saves humans from animals is the fact that they don't like the way we taste. And that's the one evolution property that got us through a long time. But, I mean, you just look at all these other animals, you're like, holy shit, those things were evolved perfectly for what they do. Like, they were made for this shit. And then you look at yourself and you're like, why? How did we get this far as a race? As a, group of whatever we are, Neanderthals or whatever, how do we get this far being this weak? Like, compared to the other animals, we are very weak. I know we're smart and everything, but, how? Because, like, we weren't smart enough to have cars back then. How were we running from bears? I don't know. If this is my first video that you see, please check out my channel, because this isn't what I usually talk about. Anyway, peace out, guys.